have a brand new office, and I might add it is quite a magnificent complex as well. As I speak, this crowd is continuing to grow all the time. It's certainly by no means a cold evening. It's very pleasant. The record crowd is 99,256. That's for a home and away game. That was set on the 16th of June in 1958, and I guess you can imagine who it was against back in those days, Collingwood and Melbourne. One would doubt very much whether that record will be broken, but at the moment these fans are really hyping it up. They've had the wave going. There's probably 90,000 in here at the moment. There's Ron Richards, one of the greats of Collingwood, and still very much involved on the match committee. And he is just one very uptight Collingwood person. The hype has been building here in Melbourne for those of you interstate in recent days. Newspaper, television and radio coverage has been extensive. There's Rod Ashman, one of the Carlton greats, premiership player, great rover for the Blues. And really, in the past 2 days, it has been just like a grand final. But now, the pre-game entertainment.
To present this historic event. Exactly 100 years ago to the day, Collingwood and Carlton met for the first time. Tonight, we honour the first meeting between two of the greatest clubs who've been at the forefront of the national development of our truly great game. As we celebrate Collingwood Football Club's centenary, let us also now pay tribute to the Australian Football League's 15 clubs. Essendon, Fitzroy, Geelong, Melbourne, St Kilda, Sydney Swans, Richmond, Footscray, Hawthorn, North Melbourne, West Coast Eagles, Brisbane Bears, Adelaide Crows. The old dark navy blues and good old Collingwood forever in its centenary year is why we are all here tonight. Collingwood and Carlton are the most traditional of rivals, and their battles over the past 100 years have included 6 epic grand finals. Please welcome tonight some of the champions of Collingwood and Carlton who have participated in those epics here at the MCG. From Collingwood, Bob Rhodes.
47 years ago, I played my first game for Collingwood. It was on this ground 8 years later that I kicked the goal that clinched the 1953 grand final and our first premiership in about 18 years. It's a memory that I will never forget.
Neil Mann.
The greatest memory of my career would be the winning of the 1953 premiership against Geelong, who we lost to the year before. This was after 17 years without a premiership. It was a great team effort from all the players.
Ray Gabalik.
My great run in the 1964 Grand Final would have been the greatest moment had we won. But winning the 1958 Premiership from Melbourne, stopping their 4th Premiership in a row, was a great moment.
Murray Wiedemann.
Probably the greatest thrill would be leading Collingwood to that 1958 Premiership when we defeated Melbourne by 11 points. Probably the other greatest thrill would be in my first year of football when I was only 17 years of age. I played in their winning grand final in 1953 against Geelong.
Lou Richards.
My biggest thrill was to captain Collingwood to the 1953 Premiership. And my second greatest thrill was seeing the Magpies win the 1990 flag after a wait of 32 years. It's been a tremendous honour to be associated with such a great club.
From Carlton, Ken Hands.
My fondest memory in my football career was the first season, having won the grand final in 1945 after beating Collingwood in the final.
John James.
Greatest highlight of my career was in 1962 when I was fortunate enough to represent Carlton in the 1962 grand final against Essendon. I was fortunate enough to play on a great centre-half back named Louis Schultz.
John Nichols.
In 1972 was my greatest grand final memory in winning the premiership against Richmond as captain and coach, because our players were underdogs and it gave us a great thrill to win that game.
Alex Jezelenko. Most of the Carlton-Collingwood clashes are always memorable games, but two stand out more than the others for me, and they are the 1970 and 1979 grand finals, which Carlton both won. Mike Fitzpatrick.
Carlton players will always treasure the 1979 and 81 premiership wins over Collingwood. But a home and away game that showed the spirit of the side at that time was the Carlton win over Collingwood in 1979 at Princess Park, when we came from far behind to win after losing Alex Jezelenko in a clash with Stan Magro just before half-time.
Wayne Johnston.
Besides playing the first game with Carlton in 1979, the highlight of my career would undoubtedly have to be the 1979 grand final, in which Carlton was victorious over Collingwood in front of 115,000 people.
Carlton and Collingwood's 100-year celebration coincides with that of Melbourne's 150 years. Happy birthday, Melbourne!
And if ever a ground was shaking, it is as I speak here at the MCG. What a marvellous way to celebrate 100 years of fanatical competition. It's time for you to take a short intermission because we want you for the entire night. So do whatever you have to do, take a break, and then come back and join us once more.